doing here?
This is a future that I could not save.
Is that really you, Lightning?
Do you doubt me? No, it's good to doubt. You're growing up.
I knew it. It is you, isn't it? I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been? What was that dream you made me see? Why did you make me come out here?
Just listen, Sarah. I'll explain everything.
Oh, wow.
Everything that's happened to me in the past, and about the one who wants to destroy the future.
Okay, I'll just set my controller down.
More than one miracle took place that day. Cocoon was saved by Fang and Vanille's sacrifice. We awoke from our crystal sleep, and our brands were gone. It was Etro's blessing that was our salvation. A gate opened into the unseen realm, and through it, the goddess gifted us with her mercy.
Know what that is, Dodge? That's our home, Cocoon. Must be your first time seeing it from the outside, huh?
Yeah.
Cocoon.
Daddy!
It reminded me of you, and why I had to go on.
I felt a whirlwind of emotions.
You're the reason I'm standing here
A
right
large part of it was happiness, and relief was there too.
now. I mean, hey, if I don't...
But somewhere inside, I still felt uneasy. Vanille and Fang were gone, and the world hung in silence. Our fight had just ended, but I couldn't relax. A new battle was about to begin. What is that?
Watch out!
The events of that day tore open a portal to another world.
Get off me!
And from the depths of the rift appeared a darkness that had no place in our world. An irresistible force that dragged me away to the edge of time. The screams of the dying had unlocked a gate. A door that led directly to the throne of the goddess. Etro waited beyond the gate and sent her miracles to the human world. But a creeping darkness slipped through and threatened to devour our reality. Etro closed the gate and warped the timeline. Time's flow was altered, and existence itself was distorted. I was lost. The darkness caught me in its embrace and wrote me out of history. Where am I? Valhalla. Beyond time. Beyond life and death. A netherworld of shifting gloom. The chaotic realm of the goddess Etro. What power had brought me to this alien shore? From Valhalla's heart, I could track the entire span of time. I gazed upon the future of mankind and sensed Etro's divine will. The goddess was fading away. If her spirit should cease to be, the world would descend into entropy. I made my choice. I will fight. This man, Caius Ballad, he seeks to destroy all hope and bring an end to the future. Though the battle might be endless, I will never give up. Etro has chosen us, her champions, and we cannot fail.
It all started with Valhalla, is that right? Whatever came from there created the paradoxes. Caused the gates to appear, and twisted the timeline.
Lightning, what did you see?
I don't know. It was an enormous power. Something that shouldn't exist in this world. Only Etro can control the power and keep it contained in Valhalla. If she were to disappear, there would be nothing to stop it. And that's what Caius wants. He plans to find Etro sleeping in her temple, kill her, and release the power. The chaos would be unleashed into the world of humans, into our world, through the unseen gate.
A gate?
When a person dies, her soul flies to the other world and passes through that portal. If a great many people die at once, the gate must open wide to let them through.
For example, if Cocoon should fall.
Exactly, it would be unstoppable. The power of chaos would gush through the gate like floodwater through a broken dam.
What would happen to the world then?
Chaos would infect everything. It would become pure entropy, without life, or death, or time.
No life or death. You mean like Valhalla? That's what Caius is after! If he can bring down Cocoon, millions of people would die, and the power of chaos would turn this world into another Valhalla.
Yes. Caius is trying to create a world where time does not exist. If he can erase time.
Yule would be saved, and not just Yule. All the Seeresses down through the ages. They'd be released from their curse. He wants to sacrifice Cocoon to rebuild the world in Valhalla's image, all for the sake of Yule.
That's why you were fighting Caius in Valhalla. You're protecting Etro.
We have to face Caius on two fronts, in Valhalla and in the world of humans. If we don't, we won't be able to change the future. I can't do it on my own. I need your help.
Lightning then told us what would happen to Cocoon. In 500 AF, the old Cocoon would collapse and fall into pulse, the crystal pillar no longer strong enough to support it. By that time, Hope and the Academy would have completed the new Cocoon, but when they attempted to launch it, Caius would intervene. He would smash it into the old Cocoon and bring them both down. So we have to travel to 500 AF and stop Caius from destroying Cocoon.
If we can change this prophecy, then the true timeline will finally be restored.
Yes. Everything will depend on you. I have to go to Valhalla and stop Caius there. Can you do it?
We can do it.
Right. Your good luck charm will show the way.
Hey, Lightning. We'll be able to be together again, right? When all this is over?
One thing at a time, Sarah.
No, don't say that.
The truth is, I didn't want to let her go. I'd come so far to find her, I was afraid to lose her again. But I had to be strong, for her sake. She had her own battles ahead of her. So I swallowed the words I wanted to say and hid my fear. It was the hardest thing I ever did.
Okay, there it is. The advanced Moogle hunt. The Moogle hunt is now better than ever. When you right, that's why I couldn't ever open those. Shit. There I was thinking that there was some other, like I had to do something in the same area but a different part of the timeline in order to open them. But it turns out it's just this. So I think I can get these now.
Giddy up.
Nice. Okay. So I don't really need to explain what's going on in the story because they did a pretty damn good job of that. But I just love seeing the FMVs. The Final Fantasy 13 FMVs look so fucking good that to me they pretty much look as good as the Final Fantasy 15 ones, even though they were made like all those years later. The Final Fantasy 13 FMV is just absolutely stunning. It was a really good cutscene. I really enjoyed it. The only thing is, oh, yeah, we're gonna get that in a second. So the thing is, it comes down to another one of these stories where, if you remember, hold on, what's going on? Oh. Where Caius basically wants to end all this life in order for there to be no such thing as life and death, and no more of the suffering that comes as a result of life and death even being a thing. So if you remember, there's a certain game where there's a line that says, if all life were to end...
What's this? A message?
Greetings, Sarah in the future. Can you hear me? I'm sending you the access codes for the supply spheres. The final battle with your ultimate nemesis draws near. I hope the contents are of some use to you.
Good old Hope. He's still helping us fight.
I guess the future is in our hands now.
You came here to say that? So yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, there's a line in a particular game, in a particular Final Fantasy game, where the antagonist says, if all life were to end, then all suffering were to end. Do you not agree? So it's a very similar idea, but Caius is I would say, more understandable because he's doing it in order to genuinely save someone and to save like a whole, the whole CRS population. So he's doing it for Yule and for all Yules across all timelines. So when you think of it that way, his motivation is much more human than the antagonist of that particular game. But you can see how in so much of these games,
Remain beyond the boundaries of Valhalla for long, Kuba.
But still, I was finally able to talk with her. And it's all thanks to Noel.
Let's go keep Hope's new cocoon in one piece. If we pull it off, then Lightning can return fully to a restored world.
so I always say it. I say it in most of the games that I play that has this kind of vibe going on. A lot of the antagonists have pretty similar goals. They have a similar overarching objective, but the nuances are slightly different. But Caius is definitely one of the better ones. I do enjoy Caius' story. And obviously we all know about his voice acting and his cool look and all that kind of stuff. But the Yule element of Caius' story really makes him something quite special, I think. But at the end of the day, I mean, he wants to save Yule, but he's going to destroy everything in order to do it. So, I get him, but can't let that happen, man.
I guess this is it, huh?
We've been given a second chance by the goddess herself.
We're going to save the cocoon that Hope built.
Yep. And save the future, too.
Kuba! Kuba-ba-ba!
Hey, Caius. You told us you wanted to save Yule by destroying the world. That if you could take away our future, Yule wouldn't have to see any more prophecies and she wouldn't have to die. You really are a fool. Yule never wanted the world destroyed. She never gave in to despair. In the end, when she died, she was smiling. She saw a future of hope. Caius Ballad, I am going to fight you and show you the truth. I'm going to show you the future that Yule really wanted.
But Caius is like, these Yules dying is a false tradition that should be thrown away. He's seeing it from a whole different perspective. His goal... Oh, Academia 500F, there it is. Anyway, right. We're finally back in the Historia Crux. Now I've got to go to How do I go to... Ah, okay, right. Right, I want to go back here, get my artifact, and then continue from there. So let's discuss something a little bit different here, because I'm thinking about it. At the end of the day, Yule... Oh, okay. Wait, we're on this side of the thing now? Oh, man, I'm going to go all that way. Frick. Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, so let's have a little discussion here. So we're talking about the fact that Yule sees a future of hope and she always dies smiling. So at the end of the day, yes, it's horrible and tragic to see her die, but it should be more important for Yule to see a positive future and be happy in death than creating a reality in which she's never going to be happy. Because you're going to be like, yes, Yule, I saved you. You don't have to die anymore. But she's going to be like, yeah, but there's not a world left to live in. So what is the point of me living if there's no world to be a part of, right? So when you think of it like that, it's like, well, you know, what was the point of him trying to save Yule? And then it becomes... I'm trying to discuss something, yo. Get out of the way. Yes. So yeah, then to what extent does it become just a selfish goal from Caius? Because there's two sides to it. Obviously he's selfless in the fact that he wants to save them, but when you really look at the whole picture, you have to kill these guys. So, you know, it's just one of them things. I'm going to tie it into something else as well, but I need to finish this battle first. Yeah, so this stuff got me thinking about the idea of happiness and death. So imagine there's someone that you love and they're in a situation where they're in like a ton of pain, and it's genuinely in their heart they want to die because it's going to free them of their pain. Would you let them do it, or would you keep them alive? So basically the whole like euthanasia thing, where do you guys stand on that stuff? Do you think people should be allowed to choose if they're incapable of killing themselves and they really want to die for like health, pain reasons, like they have a terminal illness that they're never ever going to be able to recover from? Should they be allowed to die? What do you guys think about that kind of stuff? It's an interesting topic, and it divides a lot of people, but this particular Yule thing just made me think about that kind of stuff. Because I think if you ask Yule, she would prefer to deal with the fate that she has now if it meant a brighter future for everybody else. That's what would truly make Yule happiest. So normally, if you're Caius, you need to respect what Yule really wants. Because I'm sure she said to him at some point that I still prefer this. Like, don't do whatever you're doing. I guess he just doesn't believe her. Right, I think I'm going to have to get on one of these. How many do I have left? I've got 70,000 gil. 13 Gazar greens. I'm probably going to have to get off and do a Moogle thingy anyway. To get across the bridge. Oh wow, got a little chocobo farm out here. That's nice to see. Can I ride the chocobos or not? Do I want to ride these mutant mofos? You greedy bastards. These guys are everywhere though. Oh no, it's the same one actually. Okay, here we are. This is the one.
Do you hear that? Music? No, it's someone talking.
Wait. It sounds kind of familiar. It's the people from my village.
Null, do you intend on fighting Caius? He possesses the heart of Etro. If you kill him, you betray the goddess. Yeah, but he wants to kill Etro. You have the power to stop the beating of his immortal heart. You can free him from his cursed fate. However, if you lack conviction and strength, the heart of chaos will consume you. Noel, are you prepared to destroy Caius and carry the burden of your sin? So basically they're saying it's the final showdown with Sheen. Oh, it's a live trigger. I could do this. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It must be difficult to hear them.
They're testing me. I can't have any doubts if I'm going to kill Caius.
Is it something that you have to do?
Caius, he's protected by the power of chaos. To overcome that power, he must be defeated by another guardian like me. So yeah.
The only person left who can stop him is you.
Pretty much. I'm afraid there's no other way around it.
I bet you in the battle he's going to end up being pecked by the chocobo and dying to that. Right, wild artifact. I'm hoping that's number 9, but I'm not sure. By my calculation, there should only be one left, and that's the one in Serendipity. But I will do another check once I've accessed the gate over here and used the wild artifact. Got chocobucks. It just straddles such a fine line between totally cringe and stupid, but still being kind of awesome and funny at the same time. Is there any other game that has a chocobo theme anything like this? It's pretty crazy. Fair play to it, man. The soundtrack of this game is definitely very, very different, and it's a really good one. Mana boosters. I think they're probably high-level monster material, so not too bad. Get off, get off, get off.
Giddy up.
That wasn't too bad though. We used up 7, I think, and I got to tread a fair bit of ground. Sacred Cross. We were already pretty powerful, but let's see. Ooh. Fuck me. Alright, that's really powerful. Oh well. What can I say? The game has given it to me. Right, I think... I don't mind that little bit there. I'm not interested in the, like, get 100% maps in order to get fragments and that kind of stuff at the moment. So... I'm pretty much going to finish the game with more than half of the fragments, so that's not too bad. But it goes to show how many there still are. I mean, I would have got all of the wild artifacts and done all of that stuff. But I know I haven't completed all of the side quests for the wild artifacts and stuff, but there's just a lot. Literally hunted us down, man. Fair play. It literally ran about 200 meters to be able to find me. How is it that Sarah's almost dead? How the flip did that happen? Oh, it's a multicaster. That could be dangerous. Yep, she's dead. So not only did it hunt Sarah down, it actually killed her. Well done. Oh, you would. Just don't want to let me through the gate, do you? Oh, now this is... Ah! You're leaving me with no choice. We've almost got a full feral link, so I might be able to see the Chocobo's ability. So you want to ride this Chocobo? They're pretty powerful though, the three of them together. Which gives me a little bit more hope that maybe the final battle's not going to be an absolute romp. Because we're on Commando, the feral link is not going up that much, but look at that Tetra defense coming in. That's sweet. Literally haven't used bravery at all in this playthrough. Probably should have, but just haven't. Alright, let's use it. Okay, can cross that one off the list as well. Bresha Ruins 100 AF. There it is.
Who will be the one to contain this invasion?
I don't know. Let's find out. Because it's probably going to tell me exactly the same thing once we start the area. Okay. This guy used to be an enemy in Final Fantasy 13, but...
You guys have got to be rookies. Do you even have any experience?
Oh, mate.
For amateurs like yourselves to be coming out here, you either have to be morons or idiots that are looking to hit taters. So, which is it? You don't look like you understand what's going on, so let me explain it to you. Because of some paradox thing that occurred 80-some years ago, the monsters here are multiplying like no one's ever seen. The government gave up trying to fix the problem themselves a while ago. Now they're just throwing buckets of deal with bounty hunters to deal with the problem instead. You can't find any other jobs out there where you can make this much kill. Thanks to the government, everyone here's got cash to spare. If you're looking for some extra pocket money, this is your best bet.
I mean, considering the fact that the final fragment is in serendipity and I've got to pay for it, I think it might be a good idea, you know.
What, you need me to welcome to the course since 20 AF? This isn't hunger, that's it.
Okay, I thought maybe he was going to give me some kind of bounty mission type thing, but no. So, yeah, this is the third time I think we've come to the Bresha Ruins. What's the deal?
Oh, hello. More bounty hunters, I see. You two are much too young to be in a place like this. What a sad world this has become. I'm working on the development of a new weapon. The materials I need can be found where the paradox effect is the strongest, somewhere inside the ruins. If you see anything of the sort, I'd appreciate it if you brought it back to me. Of course, you'll be compensated for your efforts.
I do want my efforts to be compensated. Weapon materials.
All right. The objects you're looking for are likely lost within the space-time rift. I know they won't be easy to find, so make sure to check every hidden corner, every crevice.
Okay, right. Since you can only unlock this after you get to 700 AF, I feel like there might be some difficult enemies here when they do trigger.
Bargains, bargains everywhere.
Still the same old stuff, I think.
Until we meet again. Chocobocolina!
Okay. So yeah, I'm wondering, is this the materials needed to build Atlas in the future? It's the same enemy, unfortunately. Alright, I don't need to be fighting these guys. Ah, one of these that I can unlock now.
Over there, Bob.
Weapon serum, okay. How many do I need though? Just gone over the halfway mark when it comes to fragments. 6. Palladium ring. Okay, there's a lot. I just want to see why it's closed off again, because I forget. Okay, for no reason at all. Damn it. This was the final bit that I couldn't reach, I think, through any of the stuff that I've done so far, so maybe it might be worth going for that. So I'll get that as well when I can. So a lot of editing here, but I'll be doing some exploration to see if I can get a few little extra things before I leave. Don't really have much intention of trying to complete the side quest here. Yeah, it does look like... Wait. I can't tell if it's open now or not. I think it is, yeah. Right, we've got a treasure chest there at least. We've got 2.
Over there, Mom.
Elixir. Chrysalis Arc. Hold on. Could this be her really good weapon now? I'm hoping. It's definitely better. Quick Stagger. Oh wow. We'll have that. This one's got nothing to say. They do look pretty badass, these guys, I've got to say. I do like their armors. Slightly reminiscent of Final Fantasy XII. Literally the enemies here are just munchkins. Munchkins, munchkins, and more munchkins.